Sometimes I think that the one thing I love most about being an adult is the right to buy candy whenever and wherever I want. A lot of people, when they make movies, the actors act like it's their journey and that everyone is on the set to facilitate their journey, and the whole thing is set up that way. They ask if you want anything. Acting isn't that hard, really. I mean, I think that people make a big deal about it, but you just kind of try to say your lines naturally. All my characters are me. I'm not a good enough actor to become a character. I hear about actors who become the role and I think I wonder what that feels like. Because for me, they're all me. As a kid, I decided that a Canadian accent doesn't sound tough. I thought guys should sound like Marlon Brando. So now I have a phony accent that I can shake, so it's not phony anymore. Cars can have a hypnotic effect. You can get in a car and get out and not really remember the trip. For me, I sort of felt like it was kind of a fairy tale. But an interesting one. I don't know of anybody who has had a romance quite like this, but I certainly know people who have stuck it out. For now, I'm just going to keep doing the work and hope I don't get fired. If people want to put me up on their walls, I'll love it. Freedom is such a gift. I met a girl, and she is a game changer. Hollywood usually doesn't have strong women in films like that, and it's stupid, so for the most part they're usually being directed and written by men. I always wanted to entertain. When I was 6, a scrawny kid, I'd get in my red Speedo and do muscle moves. I actually thought I was muscular. I didn't know everyone was laughing at me. I am pretty sick with myself. It seemed a pretty good idea at the time. Around the time I turned 30, I started to feel very creative, more creative than I had been before, which is good and I like that. The theme for me is love and the lack of it. We all want that and we don't know how to get it, and everything we do is some kind of attempt to capture it for ourselves. I don't even think of myself as particularly good-looking, and not at all a typical kind of Hollywood leading man sort of actor. I don't know what art is exactly, but I'm pretty sure it's not something you get paid to do. For myself, this is a job. I think it's easier to get better at it if you don't lose your identity in it. You do whatever you can to try to understand the character. Because they're paying you, feel like you should be doing something. I don't know, I just got a feeling about her. You know when a song comes on and you just gotta dance? I don't like to be entertaining. I don't like the feeling of being entertaining. If there was a musical or a comedy that was not just for entertainment but was rooted in something I could relate to on a real level, then I think I would do it. I don't think anyone can teach you how to be a man but a woman. You only learn by learning what they need. I just sort of take it from a character perspective, and I don't know if he was necessarily spiritual, but I do think he had hope. He was a character that was comfortable having hope in his life, and hope is faith. I just have my own taste, and I just try and stick with that. I'm just trying to play as many characters as I can for as long as I have an opportunity to. I grew up Mormon. I wasn't really Mormon, my parents were. I feel there is something nice about not talking. Like you can say more by actually saying less. I feel like everything has happened naturally. I feel it's important to show that one thing that you do doesn't define you as a human being. It doesn't mean there aren't ramifications or you shouldn't pay for that, but it's not who you are. I don't feel like I would be a good mentor. I don't know what I have to offer in that respect. I do this for pretty selfish reasons. I don't think you can discriminate against budgets, you know? I'm an actor, I guess, so I'm just trying to play as many characters as I can. If there's a character I think I can play, and they're going to let me do it, I'll do it whether it's $10 or $1 million or more. I grew up in a family of strong women, and I owe any capacity I have to understand women to my mother and big sister. They taught me to respect women in a way where I've always felt a strong emotional connection to women, which has also helped me in the way I approach my work as an actor.